Are we meant to be combining something else, do you know?
I don't know. I kind of want to do a bit of ploughing or something.
Well, there's no point ploughing it for the last day on the field.
Oh yeah, true. Mad Mick, what's next for us?
Sun Gemma, 18 months. Hello, Paul. I see you back from holiday. Only 6 months to go now. Yay! Thank you, Sun Gemma. Thank you for 16 months, Insane Clown. Either top bit of field 3 or field 13, 14. Top bit, field 3. Oh, we've still got that to do.
Yeah, the thing is, we need to go and get the other headers. If we're going to go and do that.
Yeah, but hang on. Field 13 and 14.
Yeah, what's on there?
Is rye or sorghum on the top half.
We can do sorghum.
And then the bottom half is barley and soybean. So
alright, we'll do the top half of the
13 top half is definitely the thing to do.
Yeah. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not.
You want to go north and then east, I think.
I'll go over the road.
Thank you, Molotov. Headers are bottom of field 3. Now it tells us.
Too late.
There's no need to configure the sim like V3 apart from a few changes in the settings. It's good to begin with, just in case of installing add-ons. Alright, you mean out of the box, it's a lot better than Seb. NXN, thank you for 10 months. Senatum, 2 months it's a start. Hope you had a good break. I did. Thank you. Dave Lewin, 16 months. Only feels like I joined yesterday. Yesterday, a year and a half ago. To keep micro stuttering for you?
Every so often, yeah.
There you go, there's another one. I have a lot of money, yeah, but we've also got some fields to buy because we don't own 15 or 16 or 7 or 8, and they're pretty big fields, 15 and 16. I look a bit ripe.
he's what's the word? Prime for picking, that's why.
Man, these combines are slow.
So to the top of here, turn right, and then that'll take us on to field 13. Over the bridge.
Oh, did they really load stock? I didn't know that. That's a good fix if they've done that. Oh boy, I'm not going to be able to make this. I need to get off the road.
Rip, squirrel!
Ping. I was wondering how long I could push my luck.
Hence why I folded mine up.
Alright, Smug McSmugson.
I tell you, it's because you've been away for a week.
What? That?
You forgot how to farm.
No, I didn't forget. I just decided to risk it for a biscuit. Oh,
Well,
look, he's following me now because he knows I'm on a shortcut.
Following you now. However, I know that there's a river over there.
I'm
so
not
you're
going
still
that
going
way.
to have to make your way to the road.
I'm going to go top side.
Okay.
Laffa Shawarma. Welcome to the house. Thank you for your support. Can we give him a nutty welcome, guys? Laffa Shawarma. Probably said that completely wrong.
Doing good, James. Thanks.
Do you reckon I can make it over the bridge with the header like this?
Should do.
Risk it again. I'm feeling in a biscuit mood. Did I see the sun? What do you think, Yonko? Ooh, interesting slope here. This could be fun.
Yes.
Whee!
Timber! Just watching you fall off that.
I just gotta go over the bridge. You could do with a nice cold beer. Jimmy, I had a cold San Miguel with my dinner every day I was on holiday. It was glorious.
I'm right behind you. I'll give you a push if needed.
Yeah, they put lampposts up. This could be rip. This could be a rip.
If not, just go for a quick swim. You can wash your truck at the same time.
This ain't gonna work, is it? Look. What a scumbag.
No. I can give you a push.
No, it's... Come on. Eh. Making me do it, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
So not fair. Let me get out of the way.
Right near the field as well.
I know, right? I've got to do this now, just so that I can unbox it on the other
bridge.
side.
Tell you what, while you're doing that, bye!
That's why I'm getting out of the way. I could have been a
In the
scumbag
spirit
and
of
stayed
Top
in the
Gear.
way.
In the spirit of Top Gear. Bye!
You love San Miguel. What foods do you have? Well, they had quite a big sort of restaurant area, and there was whatever you was into, really. They had it. They had seafood if that was your thing. They had a grill where they always had, you know, they grill you chicken and steak. You can have an omelette made to your choice. They had a salad bar permanently. They had fresh bread that you could cut up. Fresh, you know, cheeses, various cheeses. They had an Italian section, so you could always have pizza, always have spaghetti bolognese. You could, I think, pizza, spaghetti bolognese. That was the Italian bit. On the other side, they had, they'd have like stroganoffs kind of stuff, like stews. They always had soups. There was fish. Always, if they had a seafood section, they'd have massive king prawns that you could just take. There'd be all kinds of stuff that I don't like. You know, the not oysters, but the what do they call them? And shells, the little mussels, I think.
Ugh.
Which is not, again, not my bag at all. But if you're into that kind of thing, it was great. They had
profile set,
chips, jacket potatoes, hamburgers, hot dogs, always on tap. The dessert section was just hilarious. They'd often have like fresh crepes that you could have made. There was always ice creams, always yogurts, you know, coffee, tea, juices. It was just crazy, you know, absolutely crazy. You didn't want for anything really.
Did you copy the profile?
Not yet. I'm just trying to put this thing on. Why is it not working? Oh, finally. Right. Profile copied, I believe.
You may have copied mine.
Well, let me get over there near you then. Making you hungry, Danny boy. I'm making myself hungry, bro.
At least it's you talking about food and not me this time.
Yeah, I think it's been copied.
Sweet.
But yeah, I mean the restaurant was great, and then at breakfast again it was all kinds of cereals. The thing is, there are differences between the UK food and the Spanish food. For example, the way that they have cornflakes or Cocoa Pops or Rice Krispies, they're all kind of cooked in a different way. And I think the UK cornflakes are thinner and crispier, whereas the Spanish ones are like round and thick and very, very kind of mega crunchy, but they're too thick for my liking. I don't like them very much. Again, they have yogurts, they have cheeses, there's all kinds of bread. You can make loads of, you know, there's obviously a toaster, you can toast wherever you like, really. Different kinds of, you know, grain bread, white bread, brown bread, French sticks, all that kind of thing. There's, again, they'll do omelettes in the morning. They've got fried eggs they'll do you, boiled eggs, soft boiled eggs, hard boiled eggs, salad bar again. The yogurt as well, it's weird that they have their jam and their marmalade is like, and their yogurts are opposite to what we have in the UK. So in the UK, our yogurts are runny, right?
Right.
In Spain, their yogurts are like set, like compote type thing.
Right.
So you can take a spoon out and tip it and it won't fall off, whereas in the UK, the yogurt will run. Conversely, their jam and their marmalade, in the UK, ours are more like a gel that you kind of take out and spread. Their jams and their marmalades are runny, so you kind of pour it onto your plate. So it's like little things.
That's why they have those like imported, like little pot ones.
Yeah,
if you wanted it.
Exactly. So it's just like different things. Coffee machine, you can have whatever you want. White coffee, dark coffee. They have pots there, tea bags. You can make your own pots of tea. Various kinds of milk. Just trying to think, what was just so much crazy stuff there. I think I actually had a couple of photos. I didn't take many photos of the kitchen this year, but like I say, it's just whatever you want. It's not. Oh, here we go. Here's one. I think this is from the lunch. I think some of this is probably going to get chroma keyed out, but it'll give you an idea. Like that's one. That was just the lunch section of one tiny bit of the kitchen area, and I think there's another one I'll show you there as well. So you get the idea. It's just fantastic food, endless amounts of it. But you think, all inclusive, wow, I'm just going to pig out kind of thing. I'm just going to eat everything under the sun.
You don't know.
That's not what you do. On day one, that tends to be what you do. You're kind of trying to eat everything. But after a day or two, you kind of settle down. And you just end up, like, I would go down for dinner, and the first thing I would do is spend a couple of minutes... Hang on, let's put it back in game. First thing I would do is spend a couple of minutes just walking around, seeing what new stuff was on offer that night. And then I kind of in my head think, alright, I'll fancy a bit of this, a bit of this, a bit of this. And I kind of bounce over the different counters and mix different things. And just assemble a plate of food that I really liked. It was great. I ended up eating a lot of... they do a lot of stuff in oil, whereas we tend to do more in... a bit more fatty, I think. Over there, a lot of stuff is in olive oil. And it's a lot more healthy. So I ended up having more fish and more vegetables, more fruits. Like, just healthier eating, really, than I do over here. What was the best thing you had out there? I don't know. There was lots of things that were really nice. Trip was good.
As long as you enjoyed it, that's the main thing. And it was worthwhile.
Definitely enjoyed it. Had a great week.
There you go then.
I'll pull the pictures off the phone at some point and I can show you the proper pictures. What model gimbal did I get? Jetcat. Now you're asking. I'd have to search my inbox for that. You have to get one for your camera though, because it has to know what weight it is. Mine was for a GoPro 4, I think. Handheld, there it is. Get that one. Let's see if it's still for sale. Yep, hang on. I'll dig you a link out. I missed your bits, Jules. The sun must have gone to his head, lol. By the way, you missed my last bit. Jules, Disney World in Florida is updating loads of rides in the park and got a lot more hotels coming up. Ah, I see. Thank you, Jules. Sorry I keep missing your bit deliveries. I think I'm just getting back into it. that. Let me stop. Just shortening that link for you. Or at least it was. Right, where is it? There it is. Right. That's the gimbal. Okay, right. So bear in mind, this is a gimbal for a, it says a GoPro 4/3 Plus/3 and other sport cameras of similar size. So it tells you what it works with in the list. This is the one I got. It's about 120, 130 quid now. I think it's 125 when I got it. That's the one I got. Dan Brown, 11 months. Tribble of Kerbernog with a resume. Thank you, Tribble. Dr. D with 5 months. We're there in a day in 5 weeks on our annual visit. Nice. There you go. So you know what it's like. That's the same one used in the videos with Jeff. Yes, Bloater. Exactly. I only have one gimbal camera, one gimbal tripod thing. See you later, Jimmy. I've been to the Isle of Wight, planning to go there. I've been to the Isle of Wight twice in my life when I was young. I've never been since. Not that it was bad or anything, I just haven't been. Oh yeah, gimbals for bigger cameras, Gabriel, are definitely expensive. I don't know about the S8. You still playing noughts and crosses there, Steve?
No, finished. It was a stalemate.
Oh, what a surprise.
Yeah. They were supposedly, quote unquote, testing something. Now, I've no idea what you're testing with noughts and crosses, but, you know.
Wouldn't you prefer a game of global thermonuclear war instead?
Me? Not really.
I don't think Steve got the reference.
No, I didn't.
Probably another film that you've not seen.
What?
Somebody in chat will get it.
Man, you know, something that's a little bit more challenging.
I like that film as well.
Oh,
you steered the wrong way then.
I didn't. I was on profile and then I came off. Thought I'd got it. Obviously not.
You should watch War Games, Steve.
I'll see.
I'll see. That's let me translate that for you. Nah, I won't be doing that.
No, I think my other half's saying that we're going to be binge watching it this weekend.
What, War Games?
Yeah.
It's only one film.
Oh, is it? What's the other one that you were on about? The series or whatever it was?
Oh, that's Westworld.
Westworld, that was it.
Westworld's really good, but War Games is just a movie.
You've got me a list to literally watch. I'm going to watch Star Wars, Star Trek. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch that.
Well, I think Curious Orange, like Curious Orange says, it's on Netflix.
True.
Alright, Dan Brown. He's got to finish Star Trek first.
Exactly.
He probably can't remember what happened. No, he's not seen War Games apparently, Ferret.
No, not seen it, Ferret.
I thought MJ held the title for the person who's seen the least amount of movies, but I'm beginning to think that might be Steve.
No, I've seen a lot of films. It's not that one.
Thing is, because it's an 80s movie about like computers and hacking and stuff, the technology is obviously a bit different, but it's still a good film. It's still enjoyable.
Fair enough.
Dr. D, Steve needs a Whopper, exactly. And we're not talking about a big Burger King here.
Right, okay.
It's a reference to the movie again. You're working your way through the rest of Breaking Bad, Mr. Geek Film. I've not seen all of that yet. I still need to finish that off. But I started listening to Lord of the Rings again while I was on holiday, so I'm getting right into that. Frodo's just got to Elrond. It's amazing, like, the stuff, the detail that you forget. Because it's been about 10 years, I think, since I read the book. And I missed a lot of detail out. It's just not anywhere near the movie. Maxwell, are you 18 months? Hi! From Mother Russia. Hey! Whereabouts in Russia, Maxwell? That's awesome, dude. Now you tend to start grilling him about the other must-watch movies like Full Metal Jacket, Clockwork Orange. I never enjoyed Clockwork Orange, to be honest, Ferret. I find it a bit too, just overly violent kind of thing. It just wasn't really something I enjoyed that much. Full Metal Jacket's a decent film.
I think I've seen that one.
Were they my legs on the Instagram pic? Well, they were, but the camera made them look more red than they really were, which is a bit like what this camera's doing now. You watch it to experience it.
I shall move over a little bit.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption's a great film, Bloater.
Oh yeah, I love that film.
It's a great film. I actually watched that again not long ago, a couple of months ago. Still enjoyed it. Forrest Gump is another film that's just really enjoyable for me.
Green Mile.
Such a
good one.
Such a great little story. Have you got a top 10 favourite films? No, I've not actually sat down and thought about all this, Mikey. Yeah, Frosty, to be honest, I completely expected War of the Worlds film to be a massive flop. Godfather 1 and 2, Bloater, are fantastic films. 3, not so much. Top Gun, Monroe. Well, they're making a new Top Gun, aren't they? But it's not going to be called Top Gun 2, and it's going to have Maverick's name in it. Because Tom Cruise insisted on it. What's the worst witch, Paul? It's like Harry Potter, but more funny. The worst witch? I've never heard of that, James. No, I'm watching Dunkirk on Tuesday evening at the IMAX. I'm going to see it on the big screen because I know it's a fantastic film, so I want to experience it And I've basically banned the ladies in the family from going. So it's just me and the son. Because it's a man's film. And I know they'll be bored anyway, so they'll sit there munching popcorn and just be really annoying. And when I watch a movie like that, I just want to basically immerse myself in it and just watch it. So IMAX is the experience. And I figure that most people won't pay to go to an IMAX to watch it. So any of the ones that are just going there to munch popcorn and eat hot dogs and chat and look at the phones, they won't go to IMAX. So hopefully the people there will be connoisseurs who want to watch it for what it is. Sexism. Yeah, well, they go to chick flicks, and I wouldn't be offended if they say this is not a man's film. I'll be like, yeah, you're right. I know, Rusty, I've heard good things about it. Definitely going to enjoy it. Right, okay. This one. Is IMAX expensive? Well, I think a normal ticket... Actually, because we got it discounted down to just over £10, I think. Which is actually not that bad for an IMAX ticket.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like much bigger screen, like great audio,
Comfy chairs.
THX, yeah, good good speakers, good seats. Definitely the way to experience a movie. There are some movies that really, you need that kind of environment to really just immerse you properly. If you're sat at home on the settee watching it on a 40-inch TV, it's just not going to have the same impact, is it?
Not at all.
Dave 84, the ladies will be drooling over the 1D star that's in Dunkirk, not just to watch the movie. Well, they're not going, Dave. I have not seen that movie, The Clap. Recently you watched movies in VR. Why? What did you get out of that? Was it better or worse? Good evening, Hammerhead. You don't mind subtitles, it's a great film. I don't mind subtitles. I think Mrs. Squirrel doesn't like subtitle films. She can't keep up with it. I think it does depend on how good your reading speed is. Because if you struggle to read the lines quickly enough, then it's not as enjoyable.
I like subtitles when it's speaking in a different language, but if it's English subtitles over English audio, then no, it just drags my attention away from it.
Yeah, I agree.
I just end up reading the subtitles.
Yeah.
Flew Grease and I got back from holiday a couple of weeks back.
Worse than theatre. You've seen Terminator? 1?
Yeah.
Or 2?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
Who hasn't seen Terminator?
Well, I thought that about War Games.
Nah.
Pacific Rim. Have I seen Pacific Rim? I'm trying to think with Jeffo.
Oh, yeah.
Jules, has Steve watched Terminator series yet? Series? What, as in the TV series?
Oh, not the TV series, no.
No, I've not watched that either.
You didn't know there was one?
You full?
I am indeed.
Where are the trailers, Steve?
I'm not sure. Probably gone to empty. We've probably filled them up about halfway there.
Well, there's not much point me carrying on, to be honest. In fact, I'm going to take a bio break. BRB.
Okie dokie. Steve, buy Paul dinner sometime. Okay. Doing good, big-headed. Doing good. Why does everyone want me to buy them dinner? Where are you off to? No, my holiday was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Oh yeah, Jules, I've seen the movies. I've seen Terminator 1, 2 and 3.
Found a white thing in the house.
Oh.
Actually, you actually followed me out, didn't you, pal? You actually followed me out? Yeah, you did. Not seen you for a week.
You're not the same colour as him anymore.
Hey! I haven't got any schmackos. I didn't plan on bringing him in, he just followed me in. But he's looking nice and clean because he's had a bath.
Fair enough.
So, are you relaxed a bit more now, Mr. Doll? He looks a bit more chill again. Poor guy. I don't think he... Like, while we were on holiday, I don't think he knew what was happening. Where's they all gone? Where's my house? You had a good week, Mr. Doll? Hmm? He's so chill. He looks a bit tired. He probably is, Devil Dude. Because I think, you know, if he's away from home, he probably just didn't sleep as much as he normally would do. So I think he's probably is a bit tired, aren't you, pal? Yeah. Have a lie down in your box. Yeah. Look at him. He's actually fallen asleep here. I think he's just happy to be back. Have a sit down.
He wants to get back into his old routine.
Cool. You can have a sit down in your box. There you go. Oh, he sat on the floor next to me. Fair enough. He's just lying down next to me now. I think he's just glad to be home, you know.
Well, it's pretty much the same as what everyone else is. Like, you know, you come back off holiday, you just want to relax now. He's kind of been on holiday. He's been in a demo.
The thing is, though, we knew that we was away for a week. We knew we was going on holiday. We chose to do it. As far as he's concerned, 1 minute is at home, next minute is somewhere else, and
that's true.
Nobody else is around, and he doesn't know how long or why. He's no idea, and you can't explain to him.
Is there a combine coming up behind you?
Yes. He missed his peeps, he did. He looks sad because he don't have any schmackos. Oh, I already gave him some today, actually, when we came home. I think he's just lying under the aircon chilling now. I tell you what, the weather's so random. It was bringing it down with rain, and now it's blazing sunshine again. It's like April. Did Mrs. Squirrel plant anything, James? Not really. We don't tend to plant things. We tend to dig up things like weeds and stuff. Although my apple tree has gone ballistic this year. We're going to be picking up apples for months. It is full on. There's just hundreds of little apples on that tree. And they are actually quite nice on the apple tree.
Round yours then for apple pie then?
Oh yeah. I think it's not really baking apples, but they're edible. You know, like eating apples.
Yeah. You just don't make apple pie with them.
Remember when we first moved into this street and like the first summer we had with that apple tree, like what the heck are we going to do with all these apples? It was just like bags and bags of them, and people were knocking on our door from the street going, oh, do you want these bag of pears and do you want these bag of apples? I'm like, we've got so many, like, we don't know what to do with them either. It's crazy.
Try and palming them off.
I did try making cider with them, Martin. Like, I had mixed results. I don't have a treehouse, no bloater. Tech Mike, thank you for 10 months. Where's the time gone? In the bin. Dirk, 199, 13 months. Love to be part of this community without all the haters. Thank you, Dirk. I don't know, Tech. Time flies, dude. It really does. It's quite scary. Do you know, apple pie is something I didn't have on holiday.
It's not normally a thing that you can find abroad, though, is it, really?
No, not really. Whereas they always had paella, you know?
Yeah.
There was always paella, though, which is not something I would normally eat. No bloater, I've never ever wanted a treehouse.
Did you ever build one, though? Or attempt to build one?
I wouldn't really call it a house.
or a go-kart.
A go-kart?
Yeah, like a little... Like a... I don't know. Like a H-frame piece of wood with a pivoting thing at the end and then, you know, wheels on each one.
Yeah. I think my cousins had one of the go-karts you could buy with pedals on that you pushed.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We used to make them. We used to get a couple of pieces of wood, bolt them on and put the wheels on and make sure it turned properly and then just used to be barreling down the hill.
Well, everything I built like that, as soon as I stood on it, broke. And I wasn't sure if it was because I was fat or because my engineering skills were rubbish.
Probably engineering skills.
Dr. Geek Thumb with 11 months. Welcome back to sunny England, boss. 11 months already. Wow, so 11 seems to be my number. As Mrs. Geek Thumb and I celebrated 11 years together this week. Where does the time go? All the 11s, eh?
Congratulations.
Has anyone got any interest in playing ping? I prefer Pong or for Triple.
Mine's currently at 22 at the moment.
Train Sim Fan, I have been, a couple of points in my life I have been what you would call fat. The first one was between the ages of, let's think, 7 and 11, something around that mark. At school I was called Podge. Like, they nicknamed me Podge because I was fat, but I wasn't like obese. I was the tallest person in the class, and I was quite big. When I hit teens, as soon as I hit 13, I carried on growing, and I just thinned out. And by the age of 16, I was like a pencil, I guess. I was like really thin. And then I went to university, and in the first year at university, they obviously made all the meals in the halls of residence, and every night I was having, you know, apple pie and custard and a big meal, and I was overeating, and I got really fat again, and I ended up with I think I hit about a 42-inch waist at one point, which, considering I'd come from a 32, was pretty significant. And then I took a year out at university, went working at IBM for a year as in like an industrial placement. And because I then had to cook for myself, funnily enough, I didn't really cook for myself. So then I lost a lot of weight and went right back down to like a 34-inch waist. And ever since then, I've just kind of modulated my weight. Sometimes I'll be a little bit overweight. Sometimes I'll be back on a normal weight. I've never been skinny or thin, but I'm certainly not fat as such. I can just be a little bit overweight sometimes, particularly in winter if you're not exercising, you're eating too much and all this kind of thing. But then I tend to sort of rein myself back a bit, lose a bit of weight again. I don't let myself get too fat kind of thing. But I'm not interested in, you know, trying to be super skinny or anything like that.
Me neither. You are who you are, that's what I say.
Yeah, but equally I don't like letting myself go. Like, I know when I'm eating too much. I know when I'm eating more than I should be. Like if I'm eating more than I'm burning off, I tend to sort of try and keep myself in check a little bit. That's just me. It's mostly down to your character, really. Jules, I had a soapbox go-kart and it was great fun. Why have we got random sorghum down the bottom of this field?
I have no idea. I missed it just. It's only an odd little bit.
You embrace the blubber. Whatever makes you happy. Everybody's different. This isn't working. There we go. Let's try that. You know when you're eating too much, but then you're hungry all the time and can't stop? Yeah, I've noticed that, like, if I stop going to the gym for a few weeks, let's say, I'll eat more. It sounds bizarre, but I'll eat more and I'll get more hungry more often. And then I eat even more. But if I start going to the gym, I seem to eat less, which is bizarre. And I can't quite work out why. Oh, there's Dawn. So the net result is I lose weight when I go to the gym and I put weight on when I don't. Funnily enough.
Keep going to the gym then.
Yeah, but it's not always that easy, is it?
Not really.
Like, the hardest part about going to a gym is walking out the front door and going to it. That is the hardest part. Once you're there, it's fine. But just getting the motivation to get up and go is the hardest thing. Jim, what's that? Cole Guy, how you doing? Haven't you got an alpha copy of the new DLC coming out for Train Sim World? Well, it comes out in August. I don't know when I'm going to get access to it. I have no idea. Thing is, I watched... Have you seen the trailer for that, Steve?
Airport CEO?
No, the Train Sim World DLC is coming out.
Oh, yeah, I've seen... Yeah.
So, I watched the trailer, and I noticed it's basically a passenger train DLC, right? As opposed to CSX, which was freight.
Yeah.
When the trains, I saw them in the platforms, I couldn't see passengers on the platform.
No, I couldn't.
Which got me a bit worried.
I don't know if they've modelled that just yet. So, yeah, I have no idea. Only time will tell.
I'll be very disappointed if they have a passenger train in Train Sim World
And no passengers.
and there's no passengers.
Yep.
And there are passengers in Train Sim. It's just going to be weird. You can't be that informal and have to go to the James, unfortunately, as there are none of those around. They did say there will be passengers and much more fluid. Hope for the best. What? Oh, Bloater, did they actually say they're going to put passengers in the DLC? Or is that going to be, in quotes, coming soon?
Extra DLC passengers.
Because, it's equivalent to having a freight train and you're hauling empty carriages around. It's just going to be, oh, there's coal in the back. Well, why can't I see it? Well, we couldn't be bothered to draw it yet. Like, what? These are passengers. What makes it fun is the fact that you see them get on and off. OMSI can do it. I'm sure you can do it with your Unreal Engine. Jackson 10V, thank you for the resume. You like having people inside the train, being on the station. Yeah, exactly, Devil Dude. That's the one thing that OMSI has done, is it has people getting on, people walking around inside and getting back off again. And it's great. Did you hear that 3D Zug released a variant of the Orient Express? I didn't hear that, no. I saw something on Steam earlier that had Trains a New Era, some kind of new
oh, Trans New Era.
New update for it. Jackson, 4 months, welcome back, Squirrel. Hope you had a good haul. Is it time for takeout for Steve yet? He's not having one. He's had chips already.
Yeah, I've had fish and chips this afternoon, so that's kind of my weekly takeaway.
And a Mars bar, was it?
I've had a couple of Mars bars.
You've had a couple of Mars?
Well, it was a multi-pack buy, okay? Can't just have one.
No, you stupid thing.
Your fault.
No, I turned the pipe off to stop it picking up sorghum that was up at the top end of the field.
If you've only picked up a little bit,
that's
you
good.
should be able to swap.
Yeah, but that's what I did. I sort of hit the brakes on it. It's all good. Mind you can always dump it now, can't you, with Control
Yes.
I? There we go. Any interest in AR, Microsoft HoloLens? I don't know. I'm not sure at the moment, Bloater. I don't tend to, apart from Windows and Office, I don't tend to touch Microsoft stuff that much. If I'm honest with you.
You can do all that online as well, so...
Cubium, if you watch the developer diary of the video, Matt Pedersen talks about the passengers and how they will be able to get from the platform and sit down fully animated will become the release and won't be. This will come in the release. Okay, that's fine. Because in the video it didn't show it, Cubium. That's why I was asking. No, that's good. If they're doing it in the DLC, that's going to be awesome. Who was that? Who subbed? Happy Twig. Can we give Happy Twig a nutty welcome, guys? Thank you for your support, Happy Twig. Who doesn't like a Happy Twig? Interdeco, thanks for resume. But augmented reality in general. I don't know, if I'm honest. It depends, Bloater. It's not... I don't like augmented reality for the sake of it. I think it's going to be a technology that will ultimately shape our lives, yeah? But in terms of sort of making videos or streams, what are we going to be doing with augmented reality? What am I going to be doing with it? You know, if I'm going to play some silly games, some silly board games, I'm not really going to do that. I'm not going to play it for the sake of it. If it's like a simulator, I can't see it working with augmented reality because simulators on tabletops, apart from tabletop sim, you can't race a car with augmented reality, can you? Really, I don't think. So I'm kind of on the fence about the whole thing in terms of what I will do with it personally. But I think in terms of its application and its uses going forward, absolutely going to take over. It's getting busy round here.
It is. So I was waiting for him to come down.
I'm at 78%. I'm not sure I'm going to make a whole thing. I might do, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Nice little cup of tea. I tell you what, that's the one thing I missed on holiday.
Proper tea.
Just having a proper brew.
Oh, yeah.
Even Mrs. Squirrel was like, I just want a cup of tea. I just want a good cup of tea right now.
As soon as you get off the plane, straight to the cafe. Cup of tea, thank you very much.
Right, I am gonna cut over here a second.
Miss Frosty's there with you. Yeah, let's have a proper brew.
Are you going to stream Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 if it comes out tomorrow, Dylan? Does it come out tomorrow? Garlic tea? What on earth is that, bloater? I've never heard of that.
Sounds horrible.
That actually sounds rancid.
Yeah, it gets released tomorrow.
Hey?
It gets released tomorrow. It says this game will unlock in approximately 23 hours.
There you go. Yes, I did yachts, so UK has followed France in that ban from 2040. And that only applies to new diesel and petrol cars. It's interesting though. Can you imagine what the price of petrol and diesel cars is going to do when you get into 2030s? It's going to fall off a cliff.
Oh yeah.
But by then you'd hope that electric technology has caught on significantly.
Well, technically, it could go both ways with, you know, regards to whether prices go up or prices go down. Because, you know, are people going to want diesel and petrol cars, or are they going to want, like, you know, electric cars? People may just turn around and say, you know what, petrol's a lot better than electric. So, I don't know, it could go both ways.
Thing is, I assume that also covers hybrid vehicles as well, so you won't be able to sell anything that combusts petrol or diesel, regardless of what it does with it.
Yeah, brand new ones, yes, but what about those that, you know, people just sell from person to person? It could go both ways. They could get more expensive to buy, or they could get less expensive to buy. It's not as if petrol and diesel is going to disappear, that's for sure. I saw an argument on Facebook. Someone posted on the Facebook wall saying, petrol cars are going to be banned from this day, this blah blah blah, and I was like, there was arguing saying, oh, it's false, it's not true, and it is true that they are going to be banned, but not in the sense of we are banning these vehicles, you will no longer be able to drive them. That's not what they're doing. It's just banning selling them. That's all they're doing. And it was just, honestly, I just wanted to grab the popcorn.
Yeah, they don't quite understand the concept of new ones versus existing ones.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I was saying with the new versus, well, it says new versus old cars. I don't know, the price may go up because people are going to be thinking, yeah, well, people are still going to want cars that can go further than 50 miles an hour, 60, you know, whatever.
But does that?
I know they can go that fast.
Does it mean
they can't go that far? That's the problem.
Yeah, well, yet. But does it mean only cars on the road, or does it mean diesel or petrol cars full stop? So for example, you can't make a brand new car that combusts petrol that you want to race on a racetrack.
True.
Is that still allowed, or is it just going to be what's on the road?
Yeah, it could be.
Artus, thank you for that, sir. I saw your message.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which way it goes. I don't know, but yeah. A Tesla can do 400 miles on a single charge. There it is.
Yeah, but it's not so much the range at the moment, it's the recharge time that worries me currently. And, you know, having to find a charging point en route, like let's say you're running out of power, you're on the motorway, you pull over the service station, they have charging points, great. But when they become more and more popular, there's going to be a queue there.
Yeah.
And everybody's plugged in and they've got to wait 2 hours to recharge. You know, you could be sat in that queue for like 2 or 4 hours or something. It's not like a fuel station where it takes, 5 minutes to fill up. Oh, they do, Ferret. They totally have ridiculous acceleration.
There's all that talk that they've got.
Absolutely
like
crazy.
In a car, you've got to build it up to the point where you start actually feeling the power, which is what, normally about 2,500 revs-ish. That's where your power range is. And then, obviously, in electric cars, as soon as you put your foot on, the power's there.
Well, it's endless. But the biggest challenge that electric vehicles face in terms of racing is not the torque, it's not the performance, it's the experience. Like, from a viewing perspective, watching electric vehicles whine around the track is nothing like watching, you know, V8 petrol cars scream around the track, and just the acoustic side of it is just rubbish, quite frankly, from electric car racing. It's just just.
Yeah, I know. I told you about it.
I don't know what they're going to do about that.
What was it, Formula E or?
Yeah, the whole Formula E thing, exactly.
It was just like, and that was it. It was like, nah, this is not good for me. I mean, it was entertaining. Don't get me wrong, but you love the noise. And I saw someone in the comments say that, you know, a petrol car is you get in the car and you like to rev it a little bit, you know, just to hear it.
You can't even do that in an electric car.
Yeah,
Everybody's
exactly,
sat on the grid.
exactly.
Imagine this, at the start of a grid, everything's silent.
Yeah.
And then the lights go green. There's like, there's none of that. It's just everything's sat there, and then it goes green, and then it's like, what's that?
Yeah, it's not, you know, not that good.
It's just boring to watch, ultimately. And I don't know how they're going to solve that problem.
It's not just that as well, though. Like with petrol cars, you've got, well, not just petrol. By petrol, I mean like petrol, diesel, etc. Gas cars, whatever.
Combustion engine.
Yeah, combustion engines. People like to have them in the garage, and they'll tinker on them, you know, clean the oil and stuff, and, you know, do all sorts of little tinkering and updates, and you know, polish this, polish that, and tinker on that bit. You can't really do that with an electric powered car, really, can you? You open the bonnet, what is it? Oh yeah, a load of batteries. Contact Duracell, I need some more. That's it. That's all you're going to be able to do with an electric vehicle. Like, just give me an engine.
Yeah. I thought that was the same crop in front of us then. Apparently it's not.
Nope, different.
It looks very similar.
Yeah, it's different. I think we might end up coming up on that one.
Oh, I'm at 88% full now.
71.
Your garage is separate to the house with no power. They're well overdue an upgrade. What aircraft are you flying, 10 or 8? 737-800. Yeah, 99% full. Where did everybody go?
Swap over. Yeah.
Sorry, I have to bail out of here.
Alright. Swap over soon.
Petrol cars will be there till 2080.
Well, petrol cars will no doubt be around. It's just we're on about new cars not being built. You know, they'll be built with electric engines.
Molten salt reactors for the wind. They produce plenty of power in Kai's environment, just pulling them out there. The thing is, think about the amount of free energy that's coming from that fireball in the sky. Yeah, I mean, I sometimes think about this. Like, we're 93 million miles away from that ball, right? And in terms of how much energy comes out of it compared to how much hits our planet, it's ridiculous. Like, it's properly insane. We get like a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of the energy that comes from the sun. If we can work out a way of harnessing that power that is going just outwardly across the solar system, if we can work out a way of harnessing that energy, it'll be endless energy forever. Like, because that is just crazy amounts of power. I locked in here. Even from what we get with solar panels is quite a lot of energy, but there's so much of it is going to waste.
Yeah, exactly.
I think electric cars is a stepping stone to hydrogen power. I don't know, Heyman. I do wonder why hydrogen power doesn't take off that much. Is it just because it's dangerous? I don't know.
I think it's mainly because it's unstable. It's not as stable as what batteries. But even then, batteries, especially the newer cars, like Tesla, they use lithium batteries. Now, I don't know if most of the people on here have probably seen a lithium battery explode on YouTube. You know, they are very unstable, especially if they're punctured. But just think what that's going to be like if it's in an accident, you know. I don't know.
Figure shots on an orbiting ring of solar panels with microwave power relay. Yeah, totally. I mean, if we can just put sails up there, I mean, they will get hit by things in space flying around, but
the Great Mu. Hydrogen is highly explosive. Just look at the Hindenburg. That's helium, not hydrogen.
No, it's hydrogen.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's hydrogen. Helium's inert.
It was helium.
No, it's hydrogen. It is. It's highly reactive. All it wants to do is combine with oxygen, burn to water, and just set off a lot of energy. That's all it ever wants to do. Hydrogen. So it is.
The Hindenburg was helium.
No, if it was helium, it wouldn't have. All balloons now are helium because helium doesn't react with anything. Right. But that one was hydrogen, which is lighter.
Okay.
It's lighter, but it sets fire.
Okay, my mistake. My apologies.
Did you read my Watford Tree Ball? Hang on. Dr. D... I missed Dr. D's, actually, I think. Paul, I had to fire our cleaner today for taking 2 hours to hoover the living room. That's the last time I employ a Slovak. 2 hours to hoover your living room? What the heck? I'm not surprised you fired that person. I've not seen any other delivery.
I think that was a joke.
Oh, okay. There's a reason they're known as rechargeable C4. Rechargeable C4, love it. Chez's Soldier, 39 months, welcome back, Paul. Glad to see you're back. Thank you, Chez's. Watford Tree Ball, that was the one. I don't know if this has come through before, but I meant to say PUBG is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, not Ping. Ah, yes, now I understand. Autocorrect on the phone for fail. Right. No, I played PUBG before it got released into early access. I enjoyed it, but it's not something I'm going to focus on as a streamer. So the answer is no, I think. Metallic Axe, 2 months, happy streaming, Squirrel. Thank you, Metallic Axe. I think we're up to date now. Yes, I did find your delivery, Watford Tree Ball. And besides, every man and his dog on Twitch is playing PUBG right now, so... You know, there's plenty of streamers you can watch if you want that kind of thing. I offer an alternative. Let me put it that way.